Well, today what we have here is a 1591B box. This one's blue, red, clear. And we're going to make ourselves a nice little parallel 18650 MOSFET unregulated mod. Basically what's going to happen is we're going to put a keystone sled in, fatdaddy V3 fixed or V4 whatever connector. It's going to go on the top. fatdaddy 10 amp push button that we're only going to use to signal our MOSFET. 15k ohm resistor. IRLB 3034 MOSFET. fatdaddy yellow screen. And just a random switch I found in the drawer to be able to shut it on and off. Also in this video we're not going to show you how to do magnets, because if you can't figure that one out you should not be modding. All these parts are available between Amazon, fatdaddy, and there'll be links in the description below. I'm going to drill the box and save you guys a little bit of hearing loss and be right back with you. And we're back. So all I've done is threw this on the drill press. You can use a battery drill too. Drilled a couple of holes, deburred them. Now our parts, such as this switch, should fit very nicely in there. The rest of the video will go much quicker, I promise. Connector. Now what we're going to do with this here fatdaddy connector, we're going to take off that, we're going to solder that in a second, and we're also going to take this out. This is the core, and it's pulling the insulator with it. What's nice about these is they come apart real easy. No more screwing around with the old-fashioned 510 connectors like, you know, these little sons of bitches. Everybody remembers those. If you don't, well, just be happy you don't. God damn it. Anyway, got to, I haven't made a video in a while. But you just screw that back in. No harm, no foul. And should be pretty well centered once closed. Just trying to hide that little tit that comes on some of these boxes. Well, believe it or not, we're most of the way there. So the next step that I like to do is get my soldering iron here and let it warm up. Now I use a butane soldering iron nowadays. I find it pretty reliable and pretty quick to heat. So we'll just set that off to the side. Alright, let's prepare your 15k resistor on the MOSFET. Now this helps keep this in the closed position. This can go up to 1 meg ohm. 15k is kind of the standard right now. What a lot of people like to do is bend this around like that, and then take a little pair of pliers, bend it like that, and we'll give it a shot that way today too. I'm also a big fan of using lead-free solder. I know a lot of you out there don't care for it. Well, I don't give a fuck. You do as you do. Does not bother me. Get in there. Right now that's a catalytic reaction going on in the soldering iron. And that is going to provide us with enough heat to melt the solder. Man, this brings back a lot of memories. It's been a while since I've poured solder like that. One problem I have found using silver solder that doesn't normally come up with a leaded solder is it wicks away very easily, especially on the sled contacts, or it does shit like that. Tinning is also a very key step to getting everything just right. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but the resistors just tin to either leg. So, nothing major. So with that done, let us tin the legs of our sled. Now this is called a sled because, well, it kind of just lays there. And let us make a little jumper wire. .14 gauge. My birthday or some shit. So then what you do, get the solder all hot and sticky, wet and bothered. Try not to burn your fucking finger. Son of a diddly. So, what happened was, it stopped recording at some point, and I lost a whole bunch of shit. But I finished the mod. I'm not too keen on the video stopping. Now, nothing's placed yet, and that'll come when I do the epoxying. Just a simple parallel mod, which means your positives go up because your positive goes to your center pin here. Okay. As you can see, when you fire it, displays voltage and fires. Hit the off button, nothing happens. To put this as simply as I can, resistor goes between the outside two legs. Your center leg is common with your back tab, and that's your output. Your input is, if you're holding this face forwards, the right hand side, your left hand side is your sense or your trigger wire. And all we'd have to do, now when I actually do these for someone, this all gets braided in, and since I'm taking this all apart because it's fucking YouTube only, yeah, this ain't gonna get too much more done, but that switch will go up there, this meter will be fitted right there, shove that son of a bitch down. I mean, you get the general idea of how it's supposed to go. Now, I do have this punch because I am going to cut that out, slot it, put the switch there. One thing I can find low enough resistance now. To really make a simple box mod, your positive will go to the switch, from the switch back to the positive sled. No MOSFET required. MOSFET is nice because it makes your switch not handle anything, gives you a nice, easy, low power on-off switch. So, if you really wanted to see what I'd do, normally these would get nice and twisty. Okay, neaten that son of a bitch up. Get pushed down. Something burning. The thing about being a vapor is sometimes you see, well, vapor coming from different directions. And that can sit right down in there. Okay. So then these get pushed back here. La 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 la. This gets dropped there. Now instead of heat shrinking, let's use a little more tape. Because this is cheap, even though it's Scotch 33. Now you can cover your wires in whatever kind of wrapping you want. Some people prefer paracord. I think that's a neat idea for an older looking wire. And that gets fitted down there. Those wires get pushed to there. That wire gets jammed down. Jam, jam, jam. This gets pushed. So you can kind of see how everything's laying out. This voltmeter will get epoxied relatively close to there. This outside tab's going to get cut off, but I'm just trying to do it just to show you how it can be done. Now you have a pretty looking box mod that works. Thank you for watching. By the way, good luck.